Hi, so I shared some of this a couple of weeks ago, so I won't go into the weird way in which I produced it. This was looking at Andy Warhol's Marilyn Monroe 1964. Because there's three sort of lips, but then I was intrigued by this image at the bottom. At first I was thinking, well, those three lips probably don't need any development because they already look like what they are, but I didn't know what that splodge was. I'm still not sure, but it's like flames, I guess. I can see probably three people in there. Definitely an arm and something that looks like an arrow shot into the back of one of them. So that's either someone's been shot or that's Cupid. And I can see the letter R there on the bottom right. Possibly a G in front of it, which would relate to King George, I think. I just looked it up. The first King George was from the House of Hanover, and he became king in 1698. Just intrigued me because I like pattern recognition. His wife, mum, and daughter all had the first name Sophia. I drew this squiggle off to the side. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it looks like a little bull's head at the top and inside. I did another squiggle off to this side, which is actually, it's a head, but it's got multiple faces inside it. It ended up being like some squiggles and whatnot inside the lips as well. I think I said before about this idea of those lips also being a reference to the uterus. There's just a closer look at some of the squiggles, but they end up looking a lot like letter L's, and some of them with crosses in and then just some random lines. Like L, maybe lambda? I was not as happy with the red ones because they ended up looking a bit squished and I wasn't sure how to equalise it, and it just ended up making it look really strange. But I did extend down the yellow from the top one, so it ends up looking like there's a head there. So I can only imagine that's something really graphic. Could represent giving birth, maybe. There's another squiggle here, I think maybe a bird. I think there's a reference to a stork because there's a bird and then a little bow behind it, but I don't know what that thing on the right is, but it's got a T on top, which is the Tau cross. So a reference to virgin birth. So an X inside that face. A symbol often used to represent Mary Magdalene, I believe. Inside a circle is the word for Newt City. And then the top one's quite flamey. I can kind of see a little head, a face horizontal there, maybe even blowing smoke out of their neck. It's a bit weird. As if the whole thing wasn't weird, huh? And then another squiggle off to the left, which is possibly a cat face and a little reed, and then a sideways face. I can't quite see it in this picture, but there is a sideways red person with horns climbing out of the red lips, and I think that's because she's so pissed off how messed up the state of those. Thanks for listening.